we are finally a 5-man core again. Like it was, as you said, it was rough for us always playing the tournaments with a stand-in and never having the 5 and all those problems we went through. But now, yeah, we are really good. We are crazy motivated again, and everybody's happy that we finally have an in-game leader again.
Hey guys, this is Pedro back again with another interview covering EPL Season 19. This time I'm accompanied by slaxz of M80, who are one of the teams that will be taking part in said competition. So, slaxz, thank you so much once again for taking the time to do this interview. I mean, looking at this M80 team, it's been quite a rocky road, to get to this point, reaching EPL. But still, I just want to ask, how are you doing at this time? What is your mental space like right now?
So right now it's actually good. We are finally a 5-man core again. Like it was, as you said, it was rough for us always playing the tournaments with a stand-in and never having the 5 and all those problems we went through. But now, yeah, we are really good. We are crazy motivated again, and everybody's happy that we finally have an in-game leader again, and can actually start working, and like all the work we put in now actually makes sense as well. So yeah, it's been amazing, and we are in a very, very good mental state right now.
Yeah, of course. And in talking about that new addition to to the team, of course, we're going to be talking about s1n, the new IGO for the team. Um, how much how much of a difference has he brought into the table for the team? With his arrival and just having him on board and just being a part of that 5-man roster.
Yeah, so far it's has been amazing, of course. Another fellow German next to us, and yeah, he brings a lot of structure and like a lot of the German identity, the very structured and like all the things we needed. And it's been amazing so far. And he's like a very young and open guy, like an open IGL. So it's been very nice.
Yeah, nice indeed. And yeah, like as you've been saying, this team was able to accomplish the goals, that you told me back in Atlanta late last year about making major events, making big events for 2024. But in doing so, you guys weren't able to just have that full 5-man roster with Manx stepping aside and just having to deal with his personal stuff. But still, going into that kind of thing, for you guys to have to go through that kind of stuff, how difficult was it for you guys to kind of have to go through that kind of stuff as a team in those events?
Yeah, it was super rough, especially because like everything was such a came to a surprise. Like we went to Katowice and we got surprised that, oh yeah, you have to play with the coach, and then obviously it's totally fine to take personal time, but for us as a team it was just hard. And then we just tried to make the best out of every the situation. So we did all we could, but yeah, it was super challenging. And then it also, because of the close qualifier we played with Mangs, we could not change and had to also to play the RMR with Rory. And then yeah, it was just hard. You can't find a new player yet. Then nobody will change at that certain period because all the rosters are locked. So yeah, it was for sure super hard, and like it cost some motivation for some players and all that. Mm, but yeah, there was nothing we could do than make the best out of it, and we tried everything we could. But everyone is very, very happy that we finally don't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, and still going back over to Sins, I mean, what prompted you guys to just pick him up and just having him be the IGO and be the replacement, over other potential candidates you might have looked at within like the scene?
Yeah, we looked at a lot of players, and I think he's just the perfect thing that we needed. Like, he's young, he's open, but he also brings experience in calling. Like, he's not somebody who's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be an IGL now. He's been doing it for some while, and he also just is like open enough to work with us in what we had, and also brings in ideas, brings in a certain structure, brings in knowledge from other good teams like Big, for example, and also just is open to do this lifestyle with an A team where you have to travel a lot, where you have to go to the USA, and a lot of players don't want to do this, but he's from the get-go was very open to do it and like do the lifestyle, and then it was like perfect fit.
Of course, and now going over to the entire year overall so far for this 2024, we kind of already talked about the issues, having to play always with a four-man team and a stand-in def coach, substitute, all that jazz. But yeah, like looking at over at to how at how this year has transpired for M80. The good thing is that you guys were able to qualify for big events, but the bad things, of course, is the things that we've been talking about. So that said, how have you been? How have you seen the progression of the team so far in 2024? Is it more of good or is it more of bad?
I think it's only good. Like when I joined the team end of the year, we pretty much won everything in NA, and then like qualified for everything we played, we won basically. Then we went to Atlanta. It was like basically a whatever tournament because we tried our best, we tried to have fun, tried to play good CS, but we had Rory who like the coach who didn't play for a lot of time, and then it was fine. Like the result didn't really matter too much. Then the year started with the close qualifier where we qualified for the RMR, so everything was very good again. We then obviously had Keddo with Rory again, where it was everything hard. But yeah, we still improved, even though we played with our coach. Like we improved steadily, and yeah, I'm really happy also that now with s1n coming in, that we instantly like qualifying again, beating Liquid, beating Legacy, and like just insta qualifying for the World Cup in Saudi Arabia, which will be super nice for us. And like we didn't start slow and like you know starting down. Like we insta come, we insta win, and it's just going super good, and we are like improving super quickly. Like looking how we played in the first days in the boot camp, and looking how we play now, like we are doing really good and like improving all the time.
Yeah, of course. And now looking over into this M80's EPL journey, you guys first opponent is going to be Bad Boom, but then of course you're going to be taking on the likes of Vitality, then G2, a little bit of Falcons, whenever that may happen in the future. But yeah, um, how do you look at M80's current level compared to the rest of Group B in EPO, and also maybe if you want to share the rest of the teams in the entire competition?
Yeah, so we are obviously the team with the the freshest team. I think there's no team that changed a player this recently, and also it's the IGL, so it's like the biggest change you can make. So yeah, we are for sure the freshest team, but I still think that we have obviously Vitality and Chu are really good, and they are probably the by far the favorites in the group. But all the other teams, I think are very close. I think anybody can beat anybody. Um, the Mongols, Falcons, they're good, but they're not like on the level of G2 and Vitality. So yeah, it looks like it could be a very interesting group from the from 3 to the bottom.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you think is going to be, now focusing on yourself, Slex? Looking at your development, joining the team, as you said, late part of 2023, and just having to play in all of the aforementioned events so far in this conversation. How have you viewed your development, in particular, with this team, from the moment you joined up until now?
Yeah, we had some up and downs. I think, or I had some up and downs in my performance. I had a really good Keto. Then I think at the RMR I could have played a lot better. But yeah, for me, I just wanna play good Counter Strike and finally get into like a very consistent performing, because without a IGL it was very hard for all of us to like play consistent Counter Strike, because we just had a hard time. But now it's the time to play and do what the team needs and just play a very consistent way of Counter Strike.
As you said,
That's
it's
gonna be
only
my goal.
as you said, it's going to be time for to finally get those dubs in those major events. And yeah, hopefully that happens in this EPL for you and M80. slaxz, thank you so much for taking the time doing this interview. Really appreciate it. And best of luck goes to you and everyone else within the squad.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, and I hope you're gonna have a nice time.